Have a seat.
Okay, I am.
Sit back.
I'm interested.
I know, that's why I'm telling you.
We gotta be more gentle, but please. Good morning, Judge Fleischer.
Good morning, Mr. Addison. How are you?
Not too good.
What's going on with you?
I've been assaulted by officers in Harris County Jail. They broke my ribs. They then broke my leg. They for I think 2 weeks they've been jumping on me, beating on me. Not the inmates, the officers. They ain't supposed to assault us like that. I wrote a grievance to Internal Affairs, I think. No, I wrote a grievance on it. Because you're allowed to write grievances when they get out of order. I haven't heard from my grievances yet.
Well, the reason I brought you out is that your lawyer is asking for me to give you a PR bond.
Thank you, Jesus.
Well, I haven't given you one.
I know, but we're gonna do the right. I hope you do the right thing. If not, I'll be all right.
The problem is you never come back. You know you don't come back. We give you a bond every time you pick up a new case. We give you a PR bond, and every time we give you a PR bond, you never, ever come back.
I know why, because they misdemeanors. They're nothing.
They are.
What do you mean?
They are something.
No, they small. They ain't
It
felonies.
doesn't have to be 10 years in prison that you're facing for it to mean something.
Well, what's your point, sir, Your Honor?
How can I give you a PR bond if you don't come back?
What makes you think I'm gonna come back now and they beat me up real bad? I'm looking at a major lawsuit. Them people ain't nobody beat me up. They would kill me in there.
But that's besides the point.
Well, why wouldn't I come back again?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. You answer the question. I'm asking you.
I got family out there, sir. I got children out there, sir.
Mr. Addison, just this year alone, you've picked up a trespass, false report, interference, trespass, theft, felony harassment, and now you have a theft and a trespass again.
Who happened to the felony harassment? What happened with it?
Well, I don't know. It was an attempted harassment of a public servant, but that doesn't matter.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
It's still a felony.
No, I don't care if it's a felony. Anybody know felony about doing the right thing?
The thing is
What?
that you need to stop talking to the judge and me this way.
No,
This
excuse me, ma'am.
this
You got- wait,
this
you-
man is about to
Your Honor,
give you,
Your Honor.
either give you a PR
Well, whatever.
bond or not.
Or whatever.
All right.
I ain't supposed to say nothing to the judge.
Why don't you come back?
I will. I ain't got no choice. I'm gonna be locked up for a long, long time, sir.
Every bond I have you here, they're all at 5,003 because you never come back. 1, 2, I mean, even from last year, they're all at like 2,502, 5,000.
Your Honor, excuse me. I got dementia. I have a bipolar schizophrenia. And that's why I don't come back. I'm bipolar, sir. I have dementia. That's why I don't come back. I don't remember court dates.
Here's the other thing,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Addison. I don't want to let you out to the street. If I were to let you out, I want you to go somewhere, a family member's house, mother, father, anyone. But I don't want to let you out on the street because that's setting you up to fail. And I'm not going to do that.
Well, I'm going to a program then. That was the purpose of trying to put me on probation, right? So I'm going to some kind of program. I'm going to a program.
I don't.
Yeah. No, I have a drinking problem, sir.
Who do you have here that's willing to help you?
William Chapman.
Family member.
William Chapman.
Who do you have?
William Chapman.
Who is that?
William, my brother.
Will he take you in?
Yes.
If a lawyer reaches out to him, will Lori say that he'll take you in?
Yes.
You have a number for him?
If you have someone that's willing to take you in,
I will, excuse me, Your Honor. I apologize. Yeah, I mean,
It's just yes or no, do you have a number? I can
yes,
give you-
we can get off the, yes, yes. I don't remember, man.
Okay,
I'm bipolar schizophrenic. I had dementia. Some things I don't even remember.
that's gonna be a bad situation.
No, it ain't. No, it's not. You need to call William Chapman. He worked for, he's an ambulance driver. Okay, he's the best character model and a young man.
if you have someone that's willing to take you in, then
Man,
I am willing to let you out.
yes, sir, William
But I'm going to
Chapman.
tell you now, I'm putting a monitor so I know where you are. So I don't want you to take off again.
Okay, well, okay, no problem. I can go for
So
that.
find a place that you have that,
Call William Chapman, that's all I gotta do. Call William Chapman, sir.
well, I'm gonna have Lori, I can't do it, but
Okay,
Lori
she
can do it.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to give it to you,
Thank you, sir.
chance, if you have a place to go to, but I'm not letting
Man,
you.
okay, thank you, sir.
Okay?
If not, I can wait until, my courtroom, we can take this to trial, these cases like that. Or we can sit there and put me on, I don't even want to monitor. I'll try that one. Okay, because I ain't got no reason to run from nothing. I ain't got no reason to hide from anything. I don't even like this lawyer. I don't even want her to represent me, sir. Because she's a terrible lawyer.
Her?
Yes.
She's amazing. What are you talking
She ain't
about?
not for me. She's trying to help y'all give me time.
If
She's
she
trying-
didn't care, she would not have brought you out.
That's
Mr.
not
Addison.
true. She about money, sir. This whole system is the medical system, this system.
I'm not going to disagree with you there, but the bottom line is if you came back, we would let you out.
I know that. So why do you think I wouldn't come back? That means I'll be totally free.
I've got 15 cases here that tell me why you don't come back.
Well, no, I'm saying we're dealing with now. We ain't dealing with the past. We're dealing with the here and now, sir.
Look, let me ask you this. Just be nice to Lori. She's trying to help you out.
I don't want her as my lawyer. I want to file. Well, if we're going to do something today, perfect. But we're not. I don't want her as my lawyer. They beat me up in that jail, so damn, they killed me. Okay, no, they almost killed me. The detention officer did. Okay, you see my leg? I was walking when I was in jail. They damn broke my leg. See my head? Blood knots everywhere. They won't even take me to the hospital one time.
There's an easy solution.
But
Don't pick up any more cases.
what do you mean by that? You're right about that.
Be good.
So you gonna let me go home?
If you got a place to go to, yes.
I do call William Chapman the third.
Try right now, but hold on.
Yeah.
Be nice to Lori.
Okay.
You promise? Okay. Lori, if you can reach out to Mr. Chapman, then we'll
He
see.
has a number
Okay.
or some more identifying information.
And then we have probably a ton of bonding paperwork here that's probably got it on one of these pages, and I can comb through it with you, you know?
I'll go and look
He
on.
works for the ambulance department.
We're gonna try to find your
He's
brother.
my payee, sir. I get a payee. He's my payee and Social Security. I get Social Security, sir.
We're gonna find it for you, okay?
Amen. Thank you.
Come back.
Yes, sir. Because you remind me of God.
Lift your feet. Just no. Okay. Well, you want to walk? You want to try to walk?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll try to walk.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Miss Addison.
Come on.
Are you talking to me? Oh, you said good luck.
Nice.
Thank you. I am, sir.
Be nice.
I want to start a ministry under you.
Judge, would you like me to start filing the bond conditions?
Wait.
Hold on.
For now, I'll go through it with you, but I'll go through it with you here come on, Yasha. Hey, morning, Mr. Westbrook. Mr. Westbrook, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 10th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant, the complainant's son, and the defendant's friend had broken a window to get inside the night before. The complainant stated that she woke the defendant up and told him his friend had to leave. The complainant stated that she questioned the defendant about her missing prescribed oxycodone, and the defendant became irate, and the defendant struck the complainant with an open left palm across the right side of her face, causing pain. The defendant began to destroy the residence, grabbed a kitchen knife, placed it to his own throat, and fled as the complainant was on the phone with dispatch.
All right. Mr. Westbrook, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm sending you now for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you're using, I will put you in custody. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, Mr. Westbrook, you better tackle it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's now, 12:10. All my lawyers are gone. and I need to get the results back, but it's not going to be. So we need to roll this case to either, tomorrow, Friday, come back and we can finish what we're doing. Now it's just too late for us to get the results and finish everything up. I'll let you pick whatever day you want to come back, but we have to come back and finish.
Sir,
How old are you?
I'm 19, sir.
What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm just working at a fast food place, trying to get back into college.
Who do you live with?
My mother, well, that's who I was staying with.
I don't want to talk about the case. I only want to know what you're doing in life and see.
I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to go to college. I'm at trade school to become a welder.
That would be fantastic. I tell you what, there's no better way to make a killing than getting a trade like that. It's a great idea,
Sure.
right? Unless you want to go the school route, either way, but you got to do something because now is the time that you build your life, not at 46, at 48 to try to say, well, you know what, I'm going to go to college now. Most people have their careers by then.
Sure.
All right. So, we're going to send you for a test now. We'll have you come back and then, we don't. Mhm, mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know the complaining witness? Have you guys reached out to this person?
No, Your Honor.
What is the relation?
Relationship, the defendant's, her son. That's the mother, Your Honor. The complainant.
So the complaining witness in this case is mom.
Mom, yes, Your Honor.
I want you to understand something, Mr. Westbrook, that I'm issuing a protective order and your mom is now labeled as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. What you need to understand is what is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. It's how she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And it can land you back into jail if you threaten or harass your mother. Do you understand? Is she here now? I want to send her right now. So what we'll do is, guys, this is Westbrook. We've got mom as a CW. Yeah, or I guess let me give you the cost number. You're right. I'm sorry. It's 253-8133. My concern is that when we have these cases and no one has spoken to the complaining witness, I order no contact. How are we going to do that here?
Let me see, that'd be fine. I can step out and try to contact her.
Yeah, do you mind? Let's see if we
No, I don't
can,
mind.
please. All right, so let me impart to you one more thing, Mr. Westbrook. You got out of jail because we gave you a free bond. When we revoke bonds, we normally set them in around 5, maybe 10,000, maybe 15, depending on what happened. If you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you will be stuck in custody until these cases are over with. So when you're out there in the free world, think before you act, think before you speak, because it may be very well. Do you understand me?
Your Honor.
Okay. What did you want to say? I don't want to talk about the case.
I'm not. I was requesting, is it okay if I check myself into the mental hospital? It's not involved the case, but that's where I was supposed to go. My mother had called my shrink and she told my mother to call the police to take me to the Cypress Creek Hospital. And they told me they were taking me there.
How did you get here today? Your mom didn't take you?
No,
How'd you get here?
my friend took me. And because I was gonna sign myself into the mental hospital,
Someone now, please.
I called up here and they told me, well, that you shouldn't do.
Let's do this. Let's do this because I don't want you to say too much, because you never know what you're going to say that's going to end up hurting you. I do, above all else, want to get a test today because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to do that. If you fail to go test, if you fail to, I'm going to revoke your bond. I want you to know that. I just want to know what's in your system. And you no more dope. It could be very well affecting your life in more ways than you know. When you take, do you take medication prescribed by a doctor?
And that's what we're working on.
Okay. You got to find something if that's what they prescribe. You got to also have to understand that it may take a while to find something for you to get used to that. You know, when you start taking these psychotropic medications, you may take one and there's a side effect that doesn't agree with you. So you move on to the next one. It may take a couple days, but you got to just wait, find the one that agrees with you, but give it time and be patient because it affects everyone in different ways. So if you find that you're agitated, that you find yourself angry, just time out, relax. It's never the end of the world. Anything can always be resolved with time, love, care. So just take that.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to appoint your lawyer. I'm going to see if we can get you one here real quick. Okay. Jillian, this is Mr. Westbrook. We're going to have him just sign conditions. We'll send him for a test now. They're reaching out to mom. Mom's a complaining witness. He's thinking about checking into a hospital. If you feel that that's something that you like to do, great. That's a good thing.
Just want to get help.
It's anytime you try to help yourself like that, that's great. And I'm proud of you for doing it because not many people realize that, hey, I may need this kind of help. And we're support you. Anything you need, we're there to help. I can't give you a ride, but do you have a ride here now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess bear with me a second. Just take a seat for me. I just want to wait to see if she was able to get in contact with your mom. Once we do, I'll bring you back up. We can talk. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. And good job for coming, huh?
Would you like him to return to address results?
We're not going to return. We'll send him off another day or two. Yeah. Jillian, you ready? Okay, tell me.
So I just spoke to the complaining.
You got a hold of her.
Yes, I got a hold
Yay.
of her. She's his mother. She was extremely distraught on the phone. She said that the defendant is mentally disabled. He has a lot of conditions and he has these episodes. I didn't get quite a great understanding of what episodes is, but she had called his therapist or his psychiatrist and the shrink instructed the complaining witness to get him transported to Cypress Creek Hospital.
Okay.
Because he was making harm, like threats of harm to himself. And so this complainant called the police in order to try to get their help in transporting him to the hospital because she couldn't get a handle of it. So she says it was never an assault in progress call and not one that she intended to make. She said when the police asked if the defendant was hurting her, she said no. So she is very distraught as to why this was filed.
Did an assault occur?
She says that when he's having episodes, he flares his arms around and sometimes it could strike her, but it's not like intentional, is what she said. And she said she's not afraid of her son. She is upset that this happened when they were supposed to help him. She was just very distraught, Judge. And I don't
It
have
really
any.
makes me mad how people ask for help and then, instead of taking someone or helping someone into a facility, they just arrest because it's easier to arrest.
We've literally
So
set up a system now to where it's just as easy to not arrest them and they
the
still
hell
arrest
is
them.
what I don't understand people.
I can
mean,
see if they didn't take them to Cypress Creek, they took them to wherever the designated location is, but there's a whole, it's just as simple now to take them where they need to go.
No, I agree, Judge. I don't
We
know.
need to start holding people accountable.
Yeah, she's very distraught and she
So,
said that he's on the way to.
Did an assault occur?
She says no. She said no assault occurred.
Is there evidence that an assault occurred?
Judge, this was just.
Right, because we know a lot of people recant, but do you have any evidence that one occurred?
I don't have anything right now, Judge. It was only filed 3 days ago. It wasn't even set for arraignment until, it was set, yeah. It's not even set until the 18th for arraignment, so I really don't have anything besides the offense report right now. So I can't look at body cam and see if she made any statements on scene. All I have is this thread.
Will you read to me the DIMS again, I guess? Let's,
You want me to read the DIMS, Judge?
yeah, or
Yes.
whatever you got to detail.
I have the case jacket.
Do it,
Okay.
please.
On November 10th of 2024, officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. Upon contact with the complainant stated that the defendant, her son, and the defendant's friend had broken a window to get inside the night before. The complainant stated she woke defendant up and told him his friend had to leave. The complainant stated that she questioned the defendant about her missing prescribed oxycodone, and the defendant became irate, and the defendant struck the complainant with an open left palm across the right side of her face, causing
Okay,
pain.
all right, so mom says that this happened?
This is, yeah, according to the DIMS, but she told me something completely different on the phone.
Michael, what do you think?
She's recanting, yes.
Is this a bond? Are you approaching on bond condition?
No,
No,
Okay,
PC?
just on PC.
PC. Ultimately, what's happening is she called the police in an effort to get mental health help. But what ended up happening is they just took him to jail. Now, she allegedly does say that assaultive behavior did occur, but now she's saying something completely different. What's right?
Yeah, Judge, I mean, what they do this all the time. They say what actually happened to the police, and then they'll recant the second someone goes to jail. They want them out of the house to be safe because they're in danger at the time. And then when they realize the person actually went to jail and is being held accountable, they call us and tell us, well, nothing happened. I think at this point.
I mean, I know
it takes
that.
some time to watch the body cam and listen to the 911, but I think what she said at the scene is what we need to go off of based on PC. And what she's saying to us in the RIP call, we need to evaluate the case at that point. But what's in the offense report, what she told police at the scene, should judge how we evaluate PC for now.
and I was gonna say, I would disagree. It's not your run-of-the-mill recanting, because the first phone call that was made was to his psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist says, call the police so they can transfer him to the mental health hospital. And so that's what she did based on the advice of his doctor. And so
That's according to what she told me, Judge, that she called the shrink. Well, she called the person a shrink. So I don't know if it was a therapist or a psychiatrist, which is why I'm saying shrink. She told me that she called them first, but again, that's going off of her word. And if she's recanting now, I don't know how much.
I think that for now, I'm going to find it. Okay. But I guess
Judge, in lieu of any drug testing right now, I mean, he can go today, but as far as like resetting him for tomorrow or Friday, he is
come up,
supposed to
Mr. Westbrook.
he is supposed to be checking in today, as was the plan last week. Is that okay with the court? I'll get the proof that he's checked in. They've got a bed ready for him, and he's supposed to be going in today to the hospital.
I'd like to test you real quick because I just want to know what's in your system. Will you go to the hospital afterwards? I think it may be a good idea, you know. Your life is valuable. You have only one. When you take a catastrophic move where it's you harm, it's something, it's not like Target, you can return it. You can't, there's some things that you just can't come back from. If you have patience, then anything can be achieved. So don't make rash decisions. Take time, take care. We're here to help you as well. I want to help you. The goal for us is to have you leave better than you came. And if you give us time and be patient. We can help you with that. I have all kinds of resources, have all kinds of things at our disposal to help you. All you have to do are two things. Come back and stay in touch with Jillian. She's great. She will help you with whatever you need. She has a direct line to me that she can always call me. If you need anything, we have resources to help you out. But you got to stay in touch with us. And I think that that's a good call. If you make it down there, let me test you real quick. I'm not going to have you come back. Just go directly there to the Cypress place right after. As long as we know that you're there, I'm not going to revoke your bond. We will let you just take time that you need to go do what you need to do. But I got to know that you're there.
Sure.
If I don't know that you're there and I think you're out monkey business and not doing what you're supposed to be doing, I'll issue a warrant. I don't want to have to do that. So just please stay in contact with us. Do what you say you're going to do, and good things are going to happen. I promise.
Sure.
You can always get a hold of us. If you ever need anything, just come back here as well. We're always willing to help you with whatever you need. Do you have any questions? Okay. Let's set it off a week. I don't want to do a long one just to make sure that we stay kind of close with Mr. Westbrook. You know, she'll give you her number so that you can always get a hold of her. Okay. All right. But we'll also take care of costs. You won't have to pay for anything. So don't worry about the money. All you got to do is show up and stay in touch with Jillian.
Sure.
All right.
So, quick question. When I do get out of the hospital, just let her know that I am getting out of the hospital, correct?
So what happens is usually when you check in, we'll get a rough kind of figure for how long you'll be there. I don't know. It could be a day, it could be 2 days. The idea is to get you as the best way you can. And it may take a day or two, it may take a week. I don't know, but stick with it.
Yes, sir.
You know, take your time. Rome wasn't built in a day, as the saying goes. It takes time. And if you've got the patience, you got the love, you got the want, anything can happen, you know, here soon. And I also have resources to get you on track to help you with welding if you want it. I know people and I'll help you out with it. If you help me with yourself, I will help you with the job aspect afterwards. I promise.
Sure.
You know? Okay?
Sure.
All right, Mr. Westbrook. Best of luck to you, okay? We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Julian.
Mental health explanations like this are incredibly serious, but legally, they don't automatically excuse missed court dates. Judges have to balance compassion with accountability, and that's where these cases get complicated fast. Should mental health change how courts handle repeat failures to appear?
Michael Jones. Mr. Jones, we're talking about you, so that's why I wanted to bring you out. It's only fair that you get to hear what's going on with your case. Your lawyer wants to challenge probable cause in this case. You're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. That's what you're charged with. I don't know. So I'm going to have them read, and we're going to do probable cause to see whether we're going to go forward or not. Okay? Okay. What happened?
On January 10th, 2025, the officers in official uniforms and riding in a marked patrol vehicle were dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the defendant standing outside the location, being told to leave by the resident, to which the defendant refused by verbally yelling at the resident in a loud, aggressive tone of voice. The officer announced themselves and observed the defendant begin to walk away. The officer gave the defendant a verbal command to put his hands behind his back, and the defendant pulled his hand away. The defendant refused to comply with verbal commands, and the defendant held his arms to his chest as the officer attempted to detain him. The defendant continued to refuse additional commands to stop resisting and put hands behind his back. He yelled at the officer in an aggressive tone and shouted out loud, "Don't let them take me." The officer performed a leg sweep and continued to struggle handling the defendant due to him pulling away. The officer began to roll around while on the ground and reached the officer's hands to prevent him from being placed in handcuffs. The officer continued to give commands, and the defendant continued to refuse.
I get it. But what's he doing? I mean, he's walking away. That's what they wanted. Right?
So,
Yeah. Just losing?
So, Your Honor, in this case, to read the full dim, it was the disturbance call, and they said they observed him standing outside the above location, being told to leave, and they observed him verbally refuse, and then...
Right, but then cops get up there.
And then they observed him begin to walk away. And it says they approached Jones and observed he was intoxicated in a public place based on his slurred speech, pupil size, and
Didn't say that.
That was in the complete dims, Your Honor. And then it
Do you know
says,
about that?
and
Yes,
aggressive
Judge,
behavior.
but
Okay,
I
go
have my
ahead.
argument prepared. Judge, my argument is exactly what you started to say. There's some sort of disturbance. Somebody's asking him to leave. They're yelling and screaming at each other. Police coming up and saying, hey, I'm the police. You can walk away from that all day long. My client did walk away from that. My client's loud and emotional, as you can tell here today. You're allowed to walk away emotional, yelling, screaming, even using profanity in this state if you want to. Then the cops come up to him and suddenly there's some kind of unfounded allegation of intoxication. There's absolutely no facts other than that statement. I smell marijuana. You look intoxicated, because it looks like he walked away and the cops didn't want him to walk away. And so now they need a reason to arrest him. My argument is based on if he's charged with interference with a public servant, that doesn't come until later. He has to be lawfully arrested and lawfully detained or lawfully with the police before that even occurs. Walking away when a resident tells you to leave and all you've got in your sworn statement is, we identified ourselves as police, so what? Everything that happens after that is fruit of the poisonous tree.
So they go up and they see that he possibly could be intoxicated. So does it go into a potential public intox investigation?
If it does, they need to announce that. You can't just walk up to me and say, I'm the police, stop. We don't live in that kind of society. I'm the police, I need to investigate you, so therefore stop all day long. I'm the police, we're investigating, I need you to step aside, sir, so I can investigate this matter all day long. But hey, I'm the popo.
So the reasonable suspicion we have is they begin to investigate what?
So
A criminal trespass.
they're called as a disturbance, and they saw him yelling, being aggressive, and then as he walked away, that's when they saw.
So
signs.
the trespass investigation ceases because he's leaving. Yes or no?
It's not specified to be a trespass, Your Honor. It's specified just to be a disturbance.
That's what it is. Okay, but it's a trespass that they're investigating a trespass, right? I mean, for all intents and purposes, isn't that what it is?
Okay.
The investigation begins as a trespass investigation because he's there. Homeowners asked him to leave. He's refused to leave. So cops come and he begins to leave. So at that point, all should have ceased. But the cops go up to try to.
Yes.
Well, in this case, Your Honor, it would be that, yes, he attempted to leave, but once the officers arrived, so they would still need to investigate to determine if the trespass even occurred, to determine,
He's leaving.
He's walking.
He's leaving. Right? It's like, here, let me come and mess with you more.
That would only.
Right? So it's like adding fuel to a fire.
But they still have grounds to investigate, and furthermore, with the further signs of possible public intoxication, it would give them further grounds to investigate.
That's because they're going up to him to mess with him.
Well, they're going up to investigate what they saw, him refusing to leave, and he
leaves.
He only left once they arrived. So with maybe potential fear of apprehension, that's when he decided to leave, which it wouldn't be, it wouldn't undercut their ability to investigate what they had observed happen in front of them regarding that public or that disturbance that they were called about. They still need to figure out what happened there and if there was a trespass to begin with.
Judge, you can't flee a trespass. The way you comply is by fleeing.
Well, we don't know it was a trespass, it was a disturbance. We don't always specify the disturbance.
I'm going to find no probable cause.
You understand?
Mr. Jones, be careful, man. We have enough drama in this life, don't we?
Yeah.
You don't like to wear orange, do you? Be careful where you go. Be careful what you do.
Sir.
Everyone's always out to get you, man. Don't let them. All right, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Unless you.
Mr. Ladon, you were on bond for a terroristic threat. You've now picked up a criminal mischief. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 11th, 2025, the officer responded to a physical disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. Dispatch advised that the caller was reporting he had a knife and was going to stab someone because they were bothering him about a broken window. The officer made contact with the defendant and the complainant, and the defendant stated he called the officer. The defendant was found to be in possession of a green stuffed animal which had a fixed blade kitchen knife concealed inside. The defendant stated the complainant came to his house with her roommate accusing him of breaking a window at her apartment.
Well, hold, you're going really fast.
Yes, Judge.
The defendant
called the officer.
Okay.
And he said that the complainant had come to his house with her roommate, accusing him of breaking a window at her apartment. The defendant stated he was walking back to his apartment and that the complainant came out the back door to her apartment, but then he changed the story saying that she came out the front door to of her apartment to confront him. The defendant stated that the complainant came with a gun, though he did not see the gun. The complainant stated that she was laying in bed, heard a glass window in the back door break, jumped up, ran to the back door, and saw the defendant walking away from the door, holding a green stuffed animal with a knife. Apartment management stated the cost to repair the window was $200.
There's a lot of randomness in it, Judge.
The only thing, my concern is who broke the window? Did he break the window?
And Your Honor, so according to the DMs, what the complainant says that she saw him walking away. She heard the broken window. She came downstairs and saw him walking away. And then that's what we have in the DMs. Then I spoke with her yesterday as well. And she repeated the same thing, that he was the only one there when the window was broken. And that's what she said. She saw him outside the window door when it was broken.
He's walking away. He actually calls the police because he's being harassed by this woman because she's saying that he broke a window. And I don't think there's any list of physical evidence like glass on him or anything, or in the whatever stuffed animal.
At what point did the cops come and did they arrest him on the spot? What, do we have any other physical evidence? Do they?
We have the two further complainants said that he was approximately 20 feet away from the back door when she saw him, and that the officer found the window to be shattered. And then the complainant showed the back door to her apartment.
I mean, how do we know he did it?
No one's saying that he did.
I mean, no one saw, you know, it's.
To be honest, just what we have is that the window was broken, and then she saw him outside at the time when she came downstairs to check on. That's what we have.
I get it. I get it. I don't think it's enough. However, the fact is, we're still having issues with the same complaining witness. I now have to take more drastic action to ensure nothing happens in the future. So now what I'm going to do is I'm putting an ankle monitor on it and I'm barring him from going within 500 feet of where she lives or where she works.
Yes, Judge. Ankle monitor, just want to make sure it's ELM and not scram.
Correct.
Okay. Acid fees be waived. Okay. I'll add.
How far do they live from each other, Alex? You know?
Do you think that's complex?
It was described as across the street. But when I spoke to the complainant, she said that they do not live across the street, that he was staying at a friend's house, but he told officers that she lives across the street.
So what I'm doing, Mr. Franklin, is I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle, and there is a radius of where you cannot go where this person lives or works. And I mean, we may have issues with bond conditions as it is, because if I ordered him not to have weapons on the terroristic threat and they show me that, or they prove to me that you have weapons, I'm going to put your butt in jail. So maybe we should have a formal bond hearing to see if in fact you can prove that he has a weapon.
Yeah, Judge.
So I have some hesitancy about everything, Judge, mostly because my client's orange sheet is quite extensive. So the jail has diagnosed multiple mental illnesses. I'm trying to track down his competency because I was appointed, I think, December. So there's been prior competency motions. I'm trying to get the reports from them, which is difficult because I forget what agency does the mental health evaluations. They're saying that they don't exist. So I'm trying to find his mental health records, Judge. It sounds to me like it's bipolar schizophrenia or schizoaffective. And so I think that my client is likely going to have severe mental health issues, which have been causing issues. And I think that's going to be the heart of all this. And so I'm trying to push for treatment. The case is just brand new is the problem.
You ordered not to be in possession of any weapons. And they're telling me now that you have a new case and that you have an alleged knife as well. I want to set this for a formal hearing on Monday. And if they show me that you have a weapon in violation of your bond conditions, I'm going to bring it. Do you understand? You are not to be in possession of any weapons whatsoever. Get a hold of your witnesses.
Yes, Judge.
Get a hold of the cop.
Yeah.
Let's have a formal hearing on Monday to show me whether he's in possession of a weapon or not.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
In the meantime, like I said, if I find that you become a danger to my community, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand, Mr. Franklin? There is no excuse. You will get this ankle monitor today, and you're not to go within 500 feet of where this complaining witness lives or works.
If I can politely ask, Judge, that we reset for more than Monday, only because this case is new enough that there's literally no offense report, so I don't know officers' names or.
Case.
So the new case, the criminal mischief, which will be the allegation for the motion for.
Find no probable cause in the criminal mischief.
Well, but the problem is, Your Honor, is that it's on the criminal mischief that we have the officer that saw the alleged knife. So we'd have to get in contact. We don't have the OR. We have the name. I could reach out, but we don't have the OR to give defense. So they can review it. And
So the allegation is, and it's, we don't have an OR, so we're reading DIMS. So the allegation sounds like the officer saw a knife, or maybe the CW saw a knife. It's unclear.
To me, it sounded like both saw a
Yeah.
knife. And so
Well,
that's why.
I don't know
So,
if
I
anybody
mean,
did.
I guess I'll give you a full week. You know, that should be sufficient for you to get an
Yes.
OR,
Yes,
get in
sir.
contact with
Because-
both witnesses.
just to clarify for both parties here, the officer is the one that said when he contacted him, he found the defendant in possession of the knife.
Okay, let's have a hearing.
Yes, Judge.
Get this guy over here if you need to.
Mental health explanations like this are incredibly serious, but legally, they don't automatically excuse missed court dates. Judges have to balance compassion with accountability, and that's where these cases get complicated fast. Should mental health change how courts handle repeat failures to appear?
Yay. Are you dad? Stepdad. I'm so happy you're here. This is great. I'm going to bring him out now. And I got to say, I'm happy that you didn't bond him out. Great. He needs to learn that it's not a joke. And I think that so far he's been taking it as a joke. So essentially what we did was I had him evaluated to see what's going on in his life, what he's doing, where he's going. It's not gone well, you know. 9th grade education, got his GED, which is great, but it looks like it's just gone downhill. Coming up, Mr. Krumholtz.
I need the slide for me.
Guys, if you go that,
No, family.
no, you can't.
Come on around.
Okay, the security.
I need you this way for me.
That way.
Counselor, I need you. Step this way. There you go. All right.
So the deal is this, is that the alcohol is kind of ravaged him. You know, we have self-destructive behavior. We've got memory loss, blackouts. From what is reported, wants to stop but can't stop kind of thing. The report says and indicates that you are to do intensive outpatient treatment program followed by supportive outpatient treatment program. I want to give you the chance to do this, Mr. Krumholtz, but I want you to understand that I'm not playing games. And that's why you are now still sitting in orange. And I'm not going to play this game with you again. I will give you but one opportunity to try to do this on your own. And if you're incapable of stopping, if you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to put you into an inpatient treatment facility. It's going to happen. It's whether are you going to be able to do it on your own? If not, then we're going to do it my way. And you're not going to like the way that I do it. But it's going to happen one way or the other. And I can extend you for the next 3 years, and I'll do it in a heartbeat to make sure that you're clean and sober. Not only does he have the case with us, but he has another one in another county. I don't know. Have you spoken to Mr. Ehrlich yet? Okay. The problem is this, is that how are you going to pay for it?
How's he going to pay for it?
Because while he's in custody, I can pay for things. When he's out of custody, I can't pay for it. And I'll tell you, the intensive outpatient is around $500 to $600. How are you going to pay for this, Mr. Krumholtz? When is the last time you've had a job?
I haven't had work in about a month, but
beforehand,
landscaping, like I said, Your Honor. And around this time is when I start doing Christmas lights. Well, my stepdad does the same thing, but I kind of learned from him, so I typically do it around this season.
There's no greater role model than a dad or a mom, really.
And you'll be able to pick up enough business to pay for, you know, pay for this.
Do you think he'll qualify for TAP funding?
I'm not sure what he reported to the probation officer. I can do another financial affidavit and see if he qualifies for TAP.
Okay, we're gonna have you do an affidavit, financial affidavit, in hopes that you can qualify so that we can pay for it for you. If I can't, I want to pay for it for you. If I can, I will. That way you don't have to worry, because money is an additional stress that we don't need. I want him to have a device though. Okay, yeah, I want you to have a device so that I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If the one time you consume alcohol, you will get another warrant and you will stay with me this time. And I'm going to tell you now, the treatment facility, the program is a minimum 6 to 8 months if you respond well to treatment. If not, you could be potentially there for 1.5 years in a treatment facility. Do you understand? It's going to happen one way or the other. That's it. So once he's released, must have a job within 30 days. So you have your own company, or what about?
Pressure washing, exterior cleaning. We do Christmas lights about this time.
What about Mr. Crumpholt's working?
So we don't have the work right now. I have 2 employees currently. It just wouldn't be fair to.
No, and I'm not asking you to do anything that would, okay.
But I have told David that, in fact, for example, we have 2 weeks of parking lot striping coming up next week that, you know, I would like him to be there. He's an amazing worker when his head is in the game. When the emotions, all those things get involved.
It's a great sign.
It gets a little more difficult, but.
That's the idea. You got to understand that this life, this life is a journey, Mr. Crumpholtz. And I'm going to tell you now, how old are you? You're 22. If you don't have any money, your life really is going to suck. Really, really bad. The divorce rate is so high in this country because one reason. No one has money. And when you don't have money, what happens? You start fighting. And when you fight, what happens? And it's a cyclical process. It's over and over and over. People fight. They have no money. They have no education. They have no way of getting money. And they can't buy anything. And then they end up fighting and they end up getting divorced. You set yourself up now and you work your ass now so that when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you have money. You can go on fabulous vacation, fabulous trips. You can buy a Jaguar, go to, a Michelin star restaurant. Landscaping, you will have a very tough life. Unless you're able to have some kind of extravagant, really kick-ass business.
I put a lot of work into it. I'm very creative and it's something I do like to do. I slacked. I haven't been doing what I was supposed to do.
It starts with one thing, a clear head. And as he said, you're an amazing worker when you have a clear head. That's all it takes. Mind over matter. That's what it's about. So I will give you this opportunity. It's the last time. I'm not going to do this again. You test positive again. You pick up a new case. I will keep you with me for a very long time. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add or state?
His name is David. African David. And African David, he had amazing, had a big heart. My son has a big heart, and he had to go through this discipline as well. And I do believe that when David decides to honor God and surrender himself to God, there's going to be a lot of things that will happen for him. But he needs to start with him wanting to be better.
When you get out of here, where are you going?
Probably back to my grandma's house.
Oh, so that's what I'm getting at. I'd like to do that, and there's a couple of things that I'd like to do. I want to give him a curfew because I don't think anything good will happen in the middle of the night. I don't want you out in the middle of the night because there's nothing good that happens at 2 a.m, and I don't want you out. I want you to stay with mom. so that she knows where you're going at all times. And I want you to either faithfully work or get back into school full time. If it were me, I would have you get back into school, because the more education you get, it correlates the more money you make in life. That's it. You know, in life, if something was easy, everybody would be doing it. No, it's very, very difficult to be a doctor. That's why they make so much. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Landscaping is an easy thing. That's why it's so difficult to make a lot of money in it. But if you get into school, get a great education, and you learn something that not many people know about, sky's the limit. I use this example a lot, and I know I got a lot of people waiting, but I have a friend of mine who, you know, we all made fun of because he worked at Chick-fil-A, right? But he really liked it, and he did really well at it. He started, you know, washing dishes at Chick-fil-A. He now owns 2 Chick-fil-A's, and he's making $400,000 a year, running 2 of the most successful Chick-fil-A's here in this county. Sick money he's making a year. He put his heart, put his soul into it. God, this guy's a limit. That's what's great about this country. That's what you need. And that's what's going to happen. And if not, you stay with me. You understand? So for the time being, you live with mom, you've got a curfew, job within 30 days. Let's get the TAP funding, and then IOP, SOP. And then, so the other thing is that he's got the case in the other county. I don't want him traveling other than having to deal with the case in that county as well.
Which device do you want me to get, the alcohol device?
The cheapest one, probably the portable device. If you ever have any questions, if you ever have any issues, you know where to find me. I can always help you. If you see him slipping up, just let me know, or let Mr. Elick know, and we'll do everything we can to help him. If you ever have any issues, call us, stop by, send me an email. I'm happy to help you in any way. We have another guy that reached out to me yesterday, is having issues, right? So email me, and we're doing what we can to try to help him. So that's what it's about. You got to communicate with us, and we'll help you. All right?
Okay. Your Honor, I do have a question. Will there be PO reporting?
Every month. Absolutely.
Testing and things like that?
Absolutely. I'm putting a device on him so I know that he's not consuming alcohol. He's going to have to blow into this device daily to prove to me he's not consuming alcohol. He's also going to have to take, you know, weekly drug tests so that we know he's not, no marijuana, no mushrooms, no nothing. You're not, no illegal drugs. You should be clean right now. Good. The next time I test you, if you test positive for marijuana, guess what happens? Right. It's not hard. Mind over matter. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming. All right. Good luck. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas, after a neighbor reported she heard an altercation in the apartment above her. When officers arrived, they observed one individual standing on a balcony yelling at someone in the courtyard. And when officers approached the defendant in the courtyard, they noticed he was extremely jittery and stuttering. The officer observed the defendant reach into his pocket and throw something on the ground. The defendant also took off an apron he was wearing and threw it on the ground. In the pocket of the apron, the officers found a Xanax pill weighing 0.5 grams.
Concepcion, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living?
I'm working at Dollar General. I work at Dollar General.
Okay. How much money do you make a month? And who do you live with?
I live with Joshua Johnson.
Who is that?
That guy in the first row right there.
Is that your dad?
No, that's just my roommate. It's like a brother.
Come up, sir.
Yeah, I think she's the person we were arguing. I was arguing with.
I talked to the judge. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
No, you're okay. You just.
Yeah, don't worry. You're doing great. What's going on with you?
He takes care of me. I've been having some issues at home. Here often, I've been injuring my foot. And he, right now, while I'm healing up, he has to sometimes pick me up, sometimes like that.
You don't have to touch.
Okay. Help me get around the house, so it's hard without him being in my home. I don't feel safe without him. So, you know, I don't know what's going on. But Your Honor, I want to explain something to you. When he's not around, the Baytown police will go around saying that they're gonna find any reason to take this man to jail. Any reason, they just look for a reason. And I get tired of hearing that. When I go out to where my girlfriend works at, have a cup of coffee, I gotta listen to this.
Okay.
He's taking care of me right now because my provider services, we're trying to get it back. So, you know, he helps cook because I keep getting food poisoning.
So you guys live in an apartment?
Yes, and it's bad. I tell you, they could have found those on the ground and accused him of it.
I don't want to talk about the case, but whose name is the apartment under?
Mine.
Okay, are you on the lease?
I don't know,
No, not
but
yet.
the managers, they all know me and everything.
The manager's letting him be there to help me out.
Right.
Because sometimes there's some issues with me being scared a lot. But with him there, I'm safe.
So the only thing I'm going to ask you now, Mr. Concepcion, don't use any dope or alcohol. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're using alcohol or any kind of dope, I'm going to lock you up. Don't use any alcohol or dope. As long as you can do that and stay out of trouble, you'll be fine with me. If you need, I can appoint your lawyer today so you guys can figure out what to do. Do you have any open cases at this time anywhere else?
No.
Can you run an NTIC, please? Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, you're going to get with pretrial years. You're going to sign your bond conditions, just no dope, no alcohol. And then I'm going to have you talk to.
He can't drink or anything. Because he watches me when I'm drinking. That way I don't go outside.
This is going to be a problem. Your pressure is an absolute,
Okay.
you know, if you're drinking and you're getting loaded.
He hasn't drank in a long time, like.
But understand peer pressures.
Oh, I don't mind. You got to.
If you're drinking and you're getting intoxicated, the likelihood of him wanting to partake will be very, very big. You're not listening.
Okay.
Sir, listen.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
If you were drinking, you're consuming alcoholic beverages and you're doing a lot of it, and he's there, he's going to want to do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to create a problem.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
So be careful what you do, where you go, because you could potentially get him in trouble as well if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing,
Yes, sir.
you know?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, be careful.
I just
Okay.
never been through this process before.
All right. So let's do this. I'm going to have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box while we find your lawyer, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Appears he may be on a deferred out of the 263rd for an ag assault.
Oh yeah, I've been on it for about 2.5 years.
Asked you if you had any open cases, and you said no.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new case. No, yeah, I've been on probation for about 2.5 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought you meant like anything that's new. That's what they always ask me.
I don't understand questions.
I drug test you now, what's going to show up?
Nothing.
Sending you now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Yeah, you're on probation for a very serious case where you're looking at what, 2 to 20?
Yeah,
Stop. Yeah, it's a second-degree felony, and you're not supposed to get in trouble, and now you've picked up a new case. It's very possible now they issue a felony warrant on your behalf. You're not supposed to get in trouble. I'm sending you now for a drug test. You must come right back. If you don't take the test, if you don't come back, I'm telling you now, I'm going to revoke your PR bond. You're not going to get any more. Do you understand? Okay, so just take a seat from me momentarily. I'm going to send him for a drug test. We're going to have him come back. And then I'm gonna give him a lawyer and we'll go from there. But just, everything's okay for the moment, okay? You're fine, okay? All right. I'm gonna have you sign a reset and then I'm gonna have you take your seat while we wait for pretrial to send you for a test, okay? Please.
Right this way. I have Carol Ramirez. We're set for an update today. She does have her ankle monitor on. She's registered with IOP. She has orientation tomorrow and she starts Saturday.
Okay. Was there anything else that was supposed to happen?
I'm sorry?
She was supposed to be finished with SOP and now registering and for IOP, right? Wasn't that
No,
what?
she had to start, it's IOP first and then SOP. So she has to do IOP.
Weeks ago.
No. We were here
It was not
too long
Let me
ago. I can pull her up, Judge. Do you have Carol Ramirez? Oh, never mind.
I'll pull her up.
If you get there before me. I'm pulling her up, Judge. She's the one, Judge, I don't know if you remember
No,
that.
I remember everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have here on 9/13, this is when we amended the agreement to do the 3 days and then scram upon release and do IOP and SOP. That was 9/13.
Yes, and you told her by the time she comes back, she has to be registered, which she is. She has orientation on Thursday and she's starting on Saturday. That's what I have.
Shatori, we're talking about Carol Ramirez.
Just talked to her. She had a visit with her officer, and at that point, she wasn't registered. She just sent me over the company she registered with. So I'm gonna call them. And just
She's still pushing it. Still pushing it. I mean,
she goes on Thursday.
same thing. It's over and over. It's, come up, Miss Ramirez. I don't understand why you are still pushing your luck. You were supposed to register immediately upon doing the 3 days as a condition. When did she do the 3 days, please?
September 20th is when she went in. And that Monday, I think you reinstated her, Judge.
Yes, Judge, it was September 20th.
She did it. She was released on when, the 21st?
The 23rd. 23rd is when she was released. She was-
Released the 23rd. She was supposed to register immediately, starting the IOP. And what day did she register?
Yesterday.
Says her probation officer told her she had a month.
I told you here what you were supposed to do. I'm tired of playing this game, Andrea.
At least
I'm
she's
tired of playing this
registered.
game. It's like, you know, when this is what happens when you're too nice. It's over and over. People take advantage of you like crazy. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks for her to sign up for IOP, Andrea. 4 weeks.
Can you, since she's already registered?
No, I mean, I'm done with this. I'm just, what?
Let her see if she goes, if she attends. I don't have there's not much that I can say. I don't have much to stand on, but.
Doesn't take us seriously.
I'm hoping that you will allow, since she's already registered, you'll allow.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Because she has an ankle monitor on. That's on. It's on.
I'm gonna send her for a drug test right now. I want to see if anything that she's going to test positive for. And then right now, I want to send her for a test. And then I guess we'll talk when she comes back. Because first things first, I want to know if she's clean. If she's not clean, it's over. That's it. But if she's clean, then we'll talk about how we go further.
Did I send her back here?
Uh,
How long, so I know how to manage everything else that
I
I have?
have your cell phone, right?
Yes.
I'll text you when she comes back.
Okay.
And I don't know. Just take a seat for a minute.
Judge, if she registered for the classes that will be completed in 6 months.
I'm not doing a 6-month reset for her to do one class a
We
week.
can bring her to court. We can bring her to court for status updates. I'm 100% on board with that. I think that that's actually a very good idea. But what I'm saying is that the probation department feels that she could be helped with the IOP and SOP. That's my understanding. Please correct me if I'm saying something wrong. My understanding is that probation department feels that they could help her with the IOP SOP. I think that to her defense, nobody told her she needs to register, at least as far as I'm aware, 2 to 3 times a week. So
I told her last time we were here.
now when we approached, because I was with her, Judge.
I told her.
I was with her and I don't remember you saying that.
I told her what you need to have done, and then this is what you registered for. When you come back, this is what we're gonna end up doing. Regardless, look, regardless.
What I'm saying is, since the probation department feels that they can help her, if she can register to one of the 3, and I'm gonna bring her up here with, if you decide to allow her to continue, I'm gonna bring her up here and we all talk, so everybody's on the same page. If she does it within like a week, not a month like we did last time.
I'm not ever going to reset her for over 2 weeks at a time
And that's
because I
fine.
can't trust anything to happen.
And that's fine.
And Mr. Lindsay, unfortunately, the way it works is that it's unfortunately, like a little child. They push and they push and they push. And it's childish because they push and they push to see how much they can get away with. And as evidenced here, you sign up the day before court.
This is all predicated on if the court does not rescind its order for supervision.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset her for 1 week. She has 1 week to sign up for the 3-time-a-week course. She needs to come back, show.
This is a huge red flag in any courtroom. PR bonds are built on trust, and once a judge feels burned repeatedly, the patience runs out fast. Even misdemeanors matter when there's a pattern. Do you think the judge should still give another chance here, or has the system already tried enough?
Was that she's done that, and then after that, I'm going to set her off 2 weeks. Every single 2
Can I bring her up
weeks.
here? So
Sure.
I want her to be part of the conversation, so if she comes back and she doesn't do, so nobody can, so there's no possibility of saying.
I'm so over this, it's just ridiculous. Come up, Ms. Ramirez. So I will indefinitely set this case off 2 weeks at a time to make sure that it gets done. Because I can't do 4-week resets anymore, unfortunately. So we are now going to have to micromanage just. I don't think that this is right. And I don't think that this is fair, because it really spits in the face of every single person who does a good job with this program. And what you're doing now is not what this program is designed to do, and it really violates the spirit, because this is a program that's supposed to teach you right and wrong, teach you how to act in the free world, and you've done everything against that. I mean, for you to sign up for the class 1 day before court, it's just, it hurts. And it's shameful. Because when I told you, last time you were here, I told you that I wanted you to sign up immediately after you were done. And you sat there and you waited. Not 1 week, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Oh, person's come back.
So now you've shown me that I can't do long resets on your case. So if you fail one more time, if you ever fail to attend a meeting, if you ever fail to whatever you need to do, you will be out of this program. I will not do this again, and I will immediately set your case for trial. You have 1 week to sign up for the class. That's 3 times a week. And thereafter, you will get 2-week resets every single time to show me that you have attended this class 3 times a week. If you fail to go one of those times in a week because it's the class is designed for you to go 3 times a week, every week. And if you fail to do that, that's it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Judge, just to make sure we're all on the same page, Judge is asking you to go back to that list that you have and find a place that offers the program 3 times, IOP 3 times a week. What are the requirements? Is SOP once a week or, okay,
She has to complete IOP.
right. So you have to go back to the list, find a place to register for IOP that does it, that meets 3 times a week. You do IOP, and once you're done with IOP, you find SOP that meets once a week. And you have to have, right, and you have to be registered in the IOP that meets 3 times a week by next court setting, which will be in about a week.
Not about, exactly a week.
Okay, do I have it
Next
correct?
Wednesday.
Do I have it correct, Judge? Right, okay, so do you understand that?
Yes.
There's not gonna be another chance. Okay.
State has nothing further, Judge, for the court.
See you in a week.
Thank you, Judge.
Morning, Mr. Silva.
Good morning, Honor.
Mr. Silva, you're charged with 2 cases. Charged driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with possession of marijuana. Is the weed case getting dismissed, Mr. Isaguirre?
Yes, the POM, yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so it looks like as part of the plea bargain agreement, they're going to dismiss the marijuana case against you. You're pleading on the DWI. You need to understand that the DWI will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. This is important because when you get pulled over, what do you think an officer does?
You're gonna check if I'm either high or drunk.
Well, first thing, they're going to look at your record. They're going to see that you have a prior DWI. If they come up to you and smell alcohol or dope, what do you think they're going to do?
Be back in the same situation I am today.
Right. What we're doing today, you will now forevermore be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand? No more proverbial slaps on the wrist from now on. It's a minimum of 30 days in jail. Okay. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will go on your record and it'll be there forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. I will send you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
On the third charge, I was worried about that. He's a dishwasher at Mambo's and makes $1,800. And besides every, the light, water, gas, he's got a quick cash loan, Judge, that they've had him for years. At the interest, he has to pay $450 twice a month on that.
What?
Yeah. So I'm
For
just
what?
for a loan that he borrowed some money, and I was just going over this.
That's insanity.
I had got a good
What
chunk
interest rate is that? 50%?
I think they said probably 40. They told me if I paid less than the minimum or don't pay past the minimum, they increased the payment wise. Before it was like
You need to
380.
get that thing paid off, man. They're
That's what
taking you
I'm
for a
doing.
ride and then some. That's lunacy.
I had to fix my truck. The transmission was messing up, so I needed to borrow a good chunk of money to try to rebuild the transmission.
That's usurious.
Sorry.
That's usurious.
No, it's
Usury.
terrible. No. It's like, what? That's it.
Don't. You got to go pay that thing off, man. If you got to go sell the truck to go pay that thing off, that's what you got to do.
That's what I'm thinking about because right now I can't drive. It's messing up on me now. So.
Even the court costs, Judge, we were,
It would cost you more or it cost you less to take an Uber everywhere than what you're paying for that payday loan. That's
Well, at this point, I'm thinking about considering a bike to take to work, so I'm not worried about Uber. I'm not too far from my job, so it won't be too much.
if you're paying that much money, you're better off renting an apartment close to the Mambo where you work and taking a bike and sell your car to pay off that loan. That's ludicrous.
Bike ride to my house is like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most. Not too far. But as of right now, I can't.
Okay. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, I'm going to tell you what he's asking me to do is he's asking me to wipe off about $3,500 worth of court costs, fines and fees to DPS that you would otherwise be paying today. When you get a DWI second, it hits around $7,500 and greater. Get ready, because you come back with the DWI, it's very possible that that happens. Think before you get into a car. Even if you've had half a beer, you get pulled over, it's not going to go well. Don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol. Do you understand? We're not going to play this game again. Okay. All right. You got it. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning.
How's jail? You got another case now.
Say it again.
You have a new case now.
Yes.
We filed a fugitive case against you. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that you have an open DWI with us. You have a prior fugitive case, and now it's another fugitive case.
They were both at the same time. Oh, yes.
Let's find out. I don't know. Tell me.
So Judge Fleischer, he's wanted out of Beauregard Parish, Louisiana for home improvement fraud. At this time, the state's asking for no bond, based on the fact that he has a prior fugitive case, which he was granted 2 bonds on, and both were revoked. They were $25K and $65K.
We gave him a $65K bond, and he made it, and it got revoked?
It was dismissed. The case was dismissed by Louisiana. The DA didn't even take the charges.
We did file dismissal on that.
Yeah,
For whatever reason it was.
The whole time, that's why, because you guys asked me to report whenever it was dismissed. And we just I had an attorney after I gave him my attorney's number. She fought back and forth, and the DA didn't even accept the charges. That's why it was dismissed.
Judge, I would argue that shouldn't be considered against him if that's the case.
He still has a prior fugitive case, right? I mean,
Well, just talking about this one, he's saying he had no knowledge of the filing of this case. This is called a home improvement fraud. It sounds like from talking to him, this is leaning, my argument would be this is leaning more towards a civil matter than a criminal matter. He works as a construction builder. He has his own company, my understanding. He is on the minority builders list for Harris County. And so he's got a company. It sounds like this might be
cases where a guy takes money to build a house or make improvements, and then they boom, just take off?
No, what happened was it was a licensing. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a licensing. He's talking about a licensing issue. I don't want to get into the specific facts of that, Judge, but on these construction projects, there's always 100 lawsuits that could pop up, and some of those can turn criminal. And so he is looking for an opportunity to fight that over there. He's got a lawyer by the name of Jeanette in Louisiana that's going to help him resolve that situation. His DWI here is being resolved by a Mr. David Brazil. All we ask is for him to be able to post a bond so he can go figure out Louisiana, turn himself in, or post a bond out there and resolve the case instead of having to wait for Louisiana to come get him.
Judge Fleischer, just based on his warrants that were issued on the DWI case local here in this court, and then the 2 warrants issued for his last fugitive case, and then further criminal history out of East Baton Rouge, Louisiana, for like looting, burglary,
Oh, no, that's not me.
property, damage to property, possession of stolen property, MJ felony,
That's
theft,
not me.
monetary instrument abuse, battery, child endangerment.
Judge.
That's not me.
Are we sure we're talking about the right Kareem Williams?
Kareem Williams.
That is what Mr. Stan Clark told me. I can double check.
Yeah, that is definitely not me.
There's 2 Williams.
Regardless, I'm going to tell you that the first time I gave you a bond here, I tell you the same thing I tell every single person, that I give you one opportunity. When you pick up multiple fugitive cases, I'm not going to continue to give you bonds on multiple fugitive
I
cases.
really didn't know about this one, Judge. It's not a court issue that I win.
The first time I tell you, look, I'm going to give you a bond now. If you get another case in the future, it's not going to happen. We don't continue to give bonds on multiple fugitive cases.
It's a warrant that I never received. It's an original warrant that I never knew nothing about.
How do I know that?
Judge, if I may, those previous fugitive cases that we're talking about, are those here in Harris County? Because I didn't see anything pop up here for Harris County on that. So you've never given him an opportunity. He's never messed up in your court, correct?
I see 2 prior fugitive cases, and she's telling me that I gave him 2 different bonds on the fugitive cases.
She's talking about the DWI.
Well, no, he's had bonds on the DWI. Those were revoked. And then he had a prior fugitive case that was filed in 2019 where he was granted 2 bonds, and those were also revoked.
But is that here in Harris County or is that?
In Harris County.
And he's on the lam for the DWI, right? Did he have a warrant for his arrest on the DWI when he got picked up on this case?
Let me see, I believe I saw.
No,
There was a warrant issued on July 31st of 2019 for your DWI.
Did he ever post bond on that and get out? Or was it in warrant status the whole time and we just picked him up on this one?
And the other charges that you said, that's not.
I'm gonna delve into what the other stuff she's talking about.
I came in.
You came in
I
yourself?
came in myself to pay, to post the bond.
On the DWI?
Correct.
Judge, my client's telling me he came in himself to resolve this issue on the DWI. It wasn't picked up, is what he's conveying to me.
Looks like the DWI was from 2019. Jeff Ludwig was the lawyer on it and filed a motion to withdraw, and the case has been open since that time.
And here's the problem, Judge. I don't want to speak too much about that DWI case, but because my understanding is David Brazil is an attorney who's handling that case. And so I don't want to jump in and talk too much about something that somebody else is handling.
Anyone on
You don't have a David Brazil?
I just retained Mr. David on Tuesday.
No, the last thing I have on that is a motion to withdraw filed by Jeff Ludwig in 2019. Nothing has happened since that time.
Okay.
So
Since 19, you're saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
look.
No, I get you. I just thought he had somebody ready to go on that. Okay. Would you consider a bond? Would you consider putting some skin in the game and he knows he's gonna lose it if he doesn't?
He was on the land for this DWI. You're a flight risk. You were on bond for this DWI since 2019. You took off. We haven't seen you since 2019. And the only reason we have you here now is because you have a home improvement fraud case from Louisiana.
I came in to pay for my DWI, you know?
When?
That's why I'm here.
Oh.
I'm not making.
That's why you're here now.
I'm not going to do it. I'm really not. But I'm just asking just to be able to go take care of this. Like I really do. I'm trying my hardest. You know, I lost both of my parents. When I got in that DWI at 19, my grandma just died in a house fire. It's not an excuse. It's not.
Specifics.
Oh, yes. So,
Judge, any amount that you would consider, would afford him an opportunity to do so? He would know the risk, and it would be a risk that would guarantee that he does what he's supposed to do.
And would not do the same mistake again.
Had your DWI open since 2019, and you've been out with a warrant for your arrest since 2019. The only reason you're here with me now is because you picked up a felony out of Louisiana.
That's all.
You haven't make bond. So I think you are a flight risk. If I give you a bond, you will take off on me because I gave you a bond in the DWI, and the last time I saw you was in 2019.
Just my parents that died. I'm not making.
And I'm really sorry for your parents.
Give me another chance. I'm not.
But, huh?
If you give me a chance, I'm not gonna mess this up.
I gave you a chance. I've given you 2 chances. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Right.
Here's what I'll do, Judge. I was just appointed on this case today. There has been some criminal history thrown out that I was completely unaware of. Let me do my homework on this and reapproach with a better argument.
Can we appoint Ricardo in the DWI as well?
It's in another court.
It's here.
No, it's here.
It's here. It's
No, it's with us.
Court 5. My concern was that you told me there was another lawyer already on it. Yeah, Green Williams.
Oh, it is something.
And so I just asked for a short reset to make a better
As
argument.
long as you want.
Okay.
So here's the deal now. You have 2 different options. You can either waive extradition.
He's already done so, Judge, is my understanding, yesterday. This clock is started.
Okay, yes, but I'm gonna say this, though. If they gave him a PR bond on this, ixnay on the PR bond A.
On the DDA?
Yeah.
You're gonna do something on the DDA?
It's been open for 4 years and he's been on the land for 4 years.
So am I getting, I don't want to argue on that one until I'm appointed.
I'm gonna reach out to them, so can you please? You are,
You
okay.
don't have anybody else on?
So let's do this. I'll have you guys going back, talk about it, but I can't in good conscience give him a PR bond. Again, when we did that and he took off for 4 years, no, it doesn't work like that.
Understood. I'll talk to him.
No catch and release.
Okay.
Okay?
Let me talk to him. All right, Mr. Williams.
Just please don't send him down.
Yeah, let me talk to him.
All right.
Mr. Williams is out. Okay.
I've signed Senegal's dismissal so that she can go.
She's on her way over there to get the GPS
Okay.
appointment set up right now as we
Okay, so
speak.
Ramon Sanchez, you said?
Well, we brought out Mr. Williams first. I guess we can speak about Mr. Williams. It's a DWI case as well in this court. On the local DWI.
What do you want to do?
So this is the one where you were talking about.
Yeah.
Would you consider a $1,000 bond?
No, it's at 2,500, man.
Is it at 2,500?
2,500.
But it was a pretrial bond. You didn't
Yeah,
have-
I'm just, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm no PR bond,
Okay,
and I'll leave it as is at the 2,502,
okay.
and that's it.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's do that. They'll leave it at, you're gonna have to pay a bond, but it's.
If your bond is at 2,500, I can't in good conscience give you a PR bond when you've taken off for 4 years. We gave you a PR bond, you've been gone for 4 years, and you have a fugitive.
02 on the DWI. Once you post that, your clock starts on the 14 days. So he's providing you a bond. I think it's good. We'll take it, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate it. All right.